My dear brothers and sisters, in today's Gospel, Jesus tells us a simple but powerful message. Pray always and do not lose heart. Jesus tells us a parable in the Gospel, tells us this kind of parable. Why? Because He knows how easily we get tired. He knows how quickly we lose focus. He knows how often we forget to pray. And this message becomes even more important in our time today. We live in an age of amazing technology. With one tap, we can talk to someone on the other side of the world. With a few clicks, we can solve problems, communicate, and learn. AI, or artificial intelligence, can write, help, analyze, and even answer our questions instantly. But this is the irony. Habang mas umuunlad yung mundo, lalo namang nagiging primitibo ang ating buhay panalangin. Hindi na natin pinapansin ang pagdarasal. Nakakalimutan na nating magdasal. O minsan, ayaw na talaga nating magdasal. Not because prayer has changed, but because we have changed. Mas sinusuri pa natin ang ating mga cellphone bago ang ating puso. Mas madalas tayong nag-scroll kaysa lumuhod at magdasal. Mas nagigising pa tayo sa mga notifications sa cellphones natin kaysa magising at magdasal sa Diyos. People say sometimes, "Yes, Father, I want to pray." But the harder question is, do you have a good prayer life? Everyone wants to pray. We need prayer. But this question is very important. And ask yourselves, do you have a good prayer life? Never in history have we faced this much distraction. Endless social media, short videos that consumes hours, notifications that steal attention, the pressure to always be online. These things are not evil, but they create noise, and noise kills prayer. Prayer needs silence, but silence today scares people. Kapag naririnig na natin, wala nang naririnig sa tenga natin, takot na tayo. Ang gagawin natin, bulyuman agad ang music, kuha ng headset, lagay sa tenga. Because we are afraid of silence. And don't you know that silence can help us descend into our conscience, because our conscience is the place where we can meet God. But because of noise, we cannot anymore go down into our conscience and meet God and speak to God in prayer. Mabilis tayong nababagot. Gusto natin ang lahat mabilis, instant, nakakaaliw, entertaining. Pero hindi ganyan kumilos ang Diyos na tila social media. Ang biyaya ay hindi instant. Ang kabanalan ay hindi libangan. Ang pagbabagong loob ay hindi mabilisang download. This is why people struggle. I want to pray, but my mind wanders. Every time I pray, kung saan-saan napupunta yung aking pag-iisip, wala na sa focus. I want to pray, but I forget. Not because prayer is weak, but because our attention is weak. So, what is prayer in our world today? Prayer is the courage to slow down in a world that wants to rush. It is the courage to be silent in a world that is too loud. It is the courage to be present in a world distracted by screens, cell phones, social medias. Prayer today is not about perfect words. It is not about formulas. It is not about feeling holy. Prayer is simply my heart speaking to God and God speaking to my heart. Prayer is not one more task in your schedule. It is the relationship underneath in everything you do. Akala natin yung pagdarasal is schedule. Gusto natin naka-checklist, nandiyan dyan. Hindi ako nakapagdasal ngayon, na tila bang obligado ka magdasal dahil kailangan ko magdasal dahil kasama siya sa schedule ko. Wala dito sa puso, nasa schedule ang pagdarasal. Kailangan natin ng charging. Prayer is not one more task in our schedule. We need to charge and recharge. Kailangan natin ng charging ang ating mga cellphone. Kapag hindi ito charge, namamatay. Ganon din ang ating kaluluwa. Kailangan din ng charging. At ang charging nito ay panalangin. The charging is our prayer. When we don't pray, we run on empty. We lose direction. We become anxious. We feel lost. We drawn into know our problems. We lose our peace. Wala tayong kapayapaan. Prayer reconnects us to the God who loves us. Prayer reminds us who we are. Prayer restores our strength. Prayer is our spiritual Wi-Fi, the data, the connection that never fails, the network that never goes down, the signal that never disappears. At the end of the gospel, Jesus asked a painful question. When the Son of Man comes, will He find faith on earth? Kung bumalik siya dito, makakakita pa ba siya ng mga taong totoong nagdarasal? Authentic people with authentic prayer. If He comes today, what will He find? People with phones in their hands, but hearts far from Him. People active online, but offline with God. People connected to the world, but disconnected from God. Mga kapatid, kailangan natin ibalik ang panalangin. Kailangan nating ilagay muli ang Diyos sa gitna ng ating buhay. Kailangan nating gawing prioridad ulit ang panalangin. Magsimula tayo sa simple. Pagkagising sa umaga, bago tingnan yung cellphone, sabihin natin, "Good morning, Lord." Bago matulog, ibulong, "Lord, thank you. I'm sorry for what I've done the whole day." Bago magdesisyon, pray. Gabayan mo ako, Panginoon. Enlighten me in my decision. Kapag nag-aalala, sabihin, "Jesus, I trust in you." Kapag tinutukso ka, you have temptations, tumawag lang sa Espiritu Santo and ask for guidance and ask for protection. We do not need long, complicated prayers. We need consistent, honest, daily prayers. Like the way doing the gospel, let us keep coming to God. Let us not get tired. Let us not lose heart, because God hears, God remembers, God responds, not always fast, not always in our way, but always in perfect love, and also in His perfect time. Sa mundong puno ng smartphones at AI, sa panahong tila nalilimutan ang panalangin, Mary tells us, return to prayer, return to my son, return to the quiet world where God waits for you. If prayer is difficult, walk with Mary. If your mind is distracted, hold her hand. If your mind or in your heart is tired, rest in her mantle of protection. Amen.